Howdy folks, and welcome to the Hillbilly Kitchen. Today we're making egg bites, egg cups, egg muffins, whatever you want to call them. These are a tasty little breakfast delight. And you just need basic ingredients. There's a ton of substitutes and the flavor varieties are just endless. Now I'm going to make 6 in my little muffin pan here. And these are a really good breakfast for those of you who live alone or maybe empty nesters, but it's also a really good breakfast if you got to feed a crowd because you can make them super quick, and because they're so easy to change the variety, you can make them with a few different ingredients and please everybody's taste. Now to make these 6, you're going to need 4 to 6 eggs. It kind of depends on how much stuff you're putting in them. I'm putting a lot of stuff in them, so I'm only using 4 eggs. And you need about 1/4 cup of milk for 6 eggs, so if you're using 4, a little bit less. And everything else is kind of optional. You want a little salt and pepper to season your eggs with. I have some bell peppers, some red ones and yellow ones. I have some diced onion, some chopped up bacon, some diced ham. I've got some cheddar cheese, some mozzarella cheese. You could use hot cheese. You could use some Parmesan cheese. You could use Gouda. You could use any kind of cheese you want to use. Some pepper jack would be good. And these are very low carb and very low calorie, but if you want something a little more substantial, like if you're feeding the men before they go out hunting, then you can add 1/2 biscuit in the bottom of your pan, or you can add some hash browns in the bottom of your pan. So we're going to show you how to make them all these different ways, and like I said, the possibilities are just endless. If you don't have bacon or ham, you could dice up a hot dog or Spam and use that in these. I'm going to start by just adding a little salt and pepper to my egg, and that's just a taste, just, you know, however much you like, and you don't have to add any if you don't want to. And I'm going to add my milk to my egg. You can use regular milk or heavy cream, just whatever you got. You don't need to go out and buy something special to make these. And you just want to beat that up. Now, if you're making all one kind, like if you want to do all kind of like a Denver omelet and you want peppers and onions and ham and cheese in it, you can dump that in here and mix it all up together and then just fill your muffin pans. But if you're going to do a variety, just start adding stuff to your muffin pans. Just 1/2 biscuit if you're going to do biscuits, and you can use canned, you can use frozen, or you can use homemade. Just kind of stick that at the bottom of your pan there like that. If you're doing hash browns, go ahead and put those in the bottom of your pan. These would be good for game day too. I mean, you could serve these pretty much any time of the day. They're good for a Sunday brunch, just whatever. Now, you don't want to fill your muffin cups more than 3/4 of the way full because these are really going to rise up. They're kind of like a little souffle. And then just start putting in whatever you want. Like I said, if you want to make them all one kind, that's fine. I'm going to put some ham in with my hash browns for sure, because, you know, you got to have ham and cheddar in your hash browns. Oh, we'll put a little bacon and cheddar in with our biscuit one. We'll do a vegetarian one. That's not vegan, obviously, because it has ham and cheese. But we'll do some peppers. I've got yellow and red pepper and some onions. And we'll do a little mozzarella cheese in that one. Oh, we'll do one with just some bacon and some cheddar in it, because bacon and cheddar is good. We'll do a ham and a mozzarella. We've got to do one with red peppers. We'll put a little bit of this green yellow pepper and a little bit of onion and ham. And you can see some of my cups are a little more full than other ones. Like this one just has the cheddar and the bacon in it, so it doesn't have that much in it. And don't forget the cheese in your Denver omelet one. Let's see. Let's put a little more bacon and cheddar in that one. We don't want it to be not as full as the rest of them. All right, and then we're just going to give them just a tiny little swirl here. kind of mix everything in there together. Something else about putting them in the individual muffin cups, once you get your egg in there, adding your other flavor ingredients, is you don't end up with one egg bite or egg muffin that has all your bacon or all your peppers in it. It's easy to even things out because you're adding it to each individual muffin cup. Like I said, if you want the keto or the high protein, low carb, don't do the biscuit or the hash brown. If you want something that'll fill the fillers up because they're going out hunting, do biscuits or hash browns in the bottom. If you want vegetarian, just do the peppers and the onions and the cheese. And any peppers, onions, and cheese will work. If you want them all in for omelets, do all of the ham and peppers and onions and cheese. Just whatever. Mix them up, play with them, have fun. Endless flavor varieties. But we're going to put these in a preheated 350 degree oven for about 25 minutes. You want them to be set up and firm, pulling away from the edge of your pan. And in about 25 minutes, you can see how high up they've risen, or some of them are out of the top of the pan. Now this little one over here, that's my biscuit one. And you can see my biscuit kind of came up toward the top. That's what you want. This one has the hash browns in it. And I don't remember what the other ones are, but let them cool just a little bit before you try to take them out. And then you're going to go around them with a knife to loosen them up. You can cook these as done as you want them, or you can leave them a little bit runny if you don't like your eggs super firm. But you do want them, I want them not jiggly. If you want them jiggly, that's fine. But cook them, however done you like them. And you can see there, they're coming out. Oh my goodness, I forgot to tell you. Make sure you spray your pan really, really well, or you wipe it down with oil or melted butter because you don't want them to stick. All right, they don't need to cool but just a minute. And then you can pop them out. Oops. And you can see they're done all the way through there. Having a rack to sit them on would probably be a good thing, which I did not get a rack out. And they're hot, hot, hot. These are best served hot. They will keep in the refrigerator for several days, or you can freeze them for a few months. Like I said, they're a really good individual breakfast. They're good if you have a big crowd because you can put different stuff in them. If you've got kids that won't eat peppers and onions, just make theirs with the ham or the bacon and the cheese. If you've got vegetarians, don't put any bacon or ham in it or whatever meat you're using. And there's a lot of different meats you can use in them too. Hang on to this one. Enjoy it often. It's easy to share, make enough to take somewhere if you need to. They're good, like I said, when you've got a crowd around the holidays and you need a big variety of stuff to feed people. Good for game days and all kinds of family get-togethers. These are a really good recipe. They're inexpensive and you can use leftovers to make them. So hang on to this one, especially after Thanksgiving and Christmas when you've got leftover ham. Before we go, I want to leave you with Hebrews 4:16. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. We as Christians should be able to go boldly anytime and ask God for whatever we need, even for whatever we want. But we also have to realize is that not every answer is going to be yes, because no good parent is going to tell a child yes all the time, and God is not going to tell us yes all the time as His children. So we need to be prepared for God to answer yes and give us what we want, or no, or even wait sometimes. And we need to understand that His plan and His timing is always the best for us, and it's always perfect. And God, like any good parent, is going to say no sometimes, and sometimes He's going to make us wait. I want to thank y'all so much for joining us again in the Hillbilly Kitchen. I hope you enjoy these egg bites. Don't forget to share our recipes with all your friends. If you haven't already, please don't forget to click like and subscribe before you leave. And until next time, remember to put God first.